Clive Bowman, I'm the project coordinator for the Clim-ATIC project, based in Scotland at the Centre for Mountain Studies, UHI, now the University of the Highlands and Islands. Clim-ATIC is a project, an international project through the Northern Periphery Programme. It started in 2007 as a preparatory project, and the main project started in March 2008 and ends in February 2011.
Okay.
In Scotland we involved 9 primary schools from around the Cairngorm National Park. We went into them, each of those 9 primary schools, with a specialist scientific educationalist to talk about climate change, talk about what climate change is, why it might affect the Cairngorm National Park in the future, and start to get ideas from the children within those primary schools of what they thought we could do in terms of adaptation. This was the starting point for a media project for all these 9 schools, where they then had some, again, specialist teachers come in to teach them how to use filming equipment and how to write a story, and then how to make their own films all about climate change adaptation and impacts for the Cairngorm National Park. Each of the 9 schools chose a different subject. It might have been biodiversity, transport, energy, tourism, and they then went away and made their own short film. And at the end of it we had 9 really good, all very different, all excellent films about climate change adaptation in the national park. We were able to use these films then for workshops or for discussion meetings with other stakeholders in the national park as a communication tool to get them to start talking about the impacts that are going to affect them and their communities. All the videos and films that the children made were excellent. In fact, one of them went on to win an award with the Edinburgh National Schools Royal Society. This was Ballata School. And this wasn't just the end of the project. A number of teachers from the schools in Scotland then went on a study exchange visit across to Lixla in Sweden to meet up with teachers over there that have been working with children in their own way to help communicate climate change impacts. The teachers in Sweden were working on something called flashes of genius, which is a way of using lots of old broken bits of machinery like telephones or bits of cars or whatever it might be to remake new innovations and new gadgets which could hopefully solve the climate change crisis that we're coming into. So the teachers from Scotland went across to learn some of these new teachers' methods that have been used. This went on to then have an international competition, and a number of schools from across Scotland and Sweden took part in this Flashes of Genius climate change innovation competition. And the winning school was eventually chosen, and that was a school from Lixla.